this, but it's one of the most salient, examples I have ever, thought of. And I just want to play this clip, and hopefully it doesn't get us zapped. But I mean, if it is, I'll fix it. But I mean, this is
I'm gonna need this appearance scrubbed anyway. So,
are you? Oh, come on. he's being sarcastic. Yeah, don't anybody ask me to take shit down anymore. I'm not doing it. Look at this. This is one of the most stirring examples of peer pressure I have ever seen. And I watched this in high school, and to this day.
This is absolutely going to get you taken down. You're playing a clip from a movie, dude. You got to at least talk over it. You got to add commentary.
This is fair use. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, only fair use if you're talking over it. Can't just let it play.
Have no need of this. Proctor, the village must have proof.
Down the village.
Okay, so this is the Crucible, and it's about the witch hunts back in the day, and they want this guy to sign a confession that he is in league with the devil. Okay, there you go.
No, you don't pause it and talk and then play it again. You got to talk over it.
No. You do. You pause it and talk over it and talk. You don't talk. No, I'm not going to talk over it. That would ruin the point I'm trying to make here. I want
the show. The whole show's going to get taken down.
Yeah, his point is that you have to ruin it to.
Dude, I played the scene from Barton Fink, and it's still up on the previous one. So. This is very. I will appeal it and win. I've done I've done this before with this. It's okay. I promise.
Public, God does not need my name nailed to the church. God knows how black my sins are.
Look, you
How
proctor.
might I teach my sons to walk like men in the world, and I sold my friends?
You have not sold
I
your...
blacken all of them when I nail this to the church, and they have hanged for silence.
I must have good and legal proof that you have confessed to witchcraft, proctor.
To the High Court, your word is good enough. Tell them Proctor broke to his knees and wept like a woman. But my name I cannot sign.
Why? Do you mean to deny this confession?
Listen
when you
very
are free?
carefully.
I mean to deny nothing.
Then explain to me why you will not.
Because it is my name! Because I cannot have another in my life! Because I lie and sign myself to lies! Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them you have hanged. I have given you my soul. Leave me my name!
Goddamn right.
Is that document a lie? If it is, I will not accept it. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. Which way do you go, mister? Must.
Then you will hang. You cannot. I can, and there's your first marvel that I can. Give them no tear. Show honor now, show a stony heart, and sink them with it.
Okay.
Sam Hyde.
Sam Hyde's awesome. I've learned a lot of lessons from him in the light of this too. You know, but no, that's how you handle cancel culture. You don't apologize
Ever.
Yeah, well, I already have, but that was for religious reasons, not for their reasons. Okay,
We're gonna get you to piss on that book again, Jeremy.
no, we're not.
We're gonna buy you a copy of it. We're gonna send it to you,
No,
and we're gonna hound you until you piss on it again.
he hasn't done anything since then to me.
It doesn't matter.
No. I cannot because it's my pee. Because I cannot have another for 8 hours.
Oh gosh, but just thinking about this, with the freaking worshiping AI as a sentient or whatever the word is, I don't even care.
She just sounds like a very lonely girl. trying to anthropomorphize a computer program.
You ruined my point. I was trying to make my poignant example about the Crucible.
You've already made the joke about the pee, Jeremy.
No, that is what
highlight of the show.
That is how you
because it's my pee.
Oh my God, I'm dead. How long get No.
Get it together, man.
No.
Why do you sound like a witch when you do that?
Because, my pretty. Okay. No, that is how you handle Brian Keene. That is how you handle the HWA. Tom should have doubled down, or
yes, he should have doubled down 100%.
Written like a spicy, manifesto.
They decided to ask him if he gave a shit, and the answer was yes.
Yeah. And I'm not happy about what happened to him, but I mean, I took it down, and they for his sake, and they did a victory dance, and then just to find out that he talked to the Daily Beast. I don't know how far in advance he did, and did he make the call? I don't know what happened there, but you and someone else predicted that he would throw us under the bus, and it kind of looks like he did. I don't know.
He totally did. He was like that dumb podcast.
Yeah, but I mean that could be a subjective thing. He didn't say anything about our characters, so I don't know.
I thought you said that he said that you weren't P.T. Barnum or something.
Well, that was in personal messages, and that was just when he was, asking me to take it down. I said, "You're asking me to hinder my growth of my channel. I understand what you're saying, but this is growing my channel somewhat with all these views, and you want me to, hinder my growth for that." And he says, "But it's growing at my expense." And he says, "Come on, you're not P.T. Barnum." And so, because I'm a good guy, I did, even though the whole point of the show was to take up for him and stand in solidarity with him. And here we are.
That show is the only thing that's going to save him, because they can't frame and create, that's exaggerated nonsense if the video exists for people to actually watch and for normies to see how tame his comments really are, and how at least half of the country agrees with every word he said. Those people live in a tiny little leftoid bubble, and they think that they're above criticism because they never hear it. They never hear criticism. So their crazy leftoid cult beliefs have grown, so absurdly large that the smallest pushback, the tiniest shove in the other direction, causes them to remove a lifetime achievement award from an elderly man. This is
this show should not have gotten national coverage. It was so tame.
But I'm glad it did. I'm glad it did.
It's cool that it did.
You should listen to one episode of Anthony Cumia and Gavin McInnes talking, and you'd fucking faint. If you think that anything Tom said was extreme.
Imagine them listening to something as to me as mild as Revenge of the Sis, where they have to play ball with YouTube and whatnot just to stay on the air. Keep their channel, but I mean, they still find ways to undercut that would shock these people into a thumb-sucking stupor.
Again, they want to frame it as anyone who disagrees with them is a hate monger or a homophobe or a transphobe, when the reality is people just don't think that the things that they push are effective. They're not helping anyone.
No,
it's just a micromanagement. Beyond, a micromanagement, we're micromanaging the race and gender of writers. That's ridiculous. I want to use another word, but I'll say ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I didn't get a chance to read this, but someone sent me this when they were expressing, their respect for, what we were battling. Any insight into that, Kevin? what I'm showing on the
Big
screen.
tech layoffs are hitting diversity and inclusion jobs hard. Companies that made promises to hire more underrepresented groups are gutting departments meant to achieve those goals.
I wonder why, because they're not producing.
No, this is the first wave of tech recession that these people have ever seen in their lives. They aren't going to know what to do with themselves. They're going to know what to do with themselves when they get laid off from their jobs. I've watched it. I've watched it happen in real time on Twitter. It was like, oh, I worked for 5 years on this animated show about children.
With the yoga room and the bubble tea, you know.
They've removed it from HBO forever. What am I going to do? Well, you got your first job yanked. My God, get over it. Go get your next job. They don't know. These people float around the tech industry on clouds. They don't know what it's like to be fired.
There's no yoga room here, and I can't have my bubble tea.
Exactly. Where's the yoga room?
It's embarrassing what
Where's the yoga room in this McDonald's?
Why aren't you letting that homeless man sleep on that bench? So yeah, I still don't know.
Wait, the show actually became fun now.
Well, dude, you can't always predict how it's going to go. Like I said, you fill a panel with the most interesting personalities you can find at the time, and those were the ones I could find. And make no mistake,
you don't have to go back digging through the old trash, Jeremy. Keep moving forward.
No, JC is a friend from high school, and again, a comedian. He knows how to entertain. JC knows how to entertain. Okay,
I wasn't talking about him.
Okay.
He was a lot cooler.
Okay,
he's okay for a leftoid.
I don't believe
in anything he says, but he's okay.
Yeah, I would sit down and have a beer with him.
Sure, and tell him he's wrong about everything.
Yeah, but
he's a comedian. He's used to it. He's a musician too, so he's used to all that. Anyway, so I still don't know what was said on the Brian Keene podcast, and I kind of want to keep it that way because not having that orbiting my,
I refuse to watch it.
Yeah.
I do know that he called me by name like a scumbag Christian nationalist. And I'm like, yeah, Christian nationalist.
What's wrong with that?
I know. That's the thing. They live in that chamber where, again, I've watched some of these people.
Oh, nationalist is the other N word that you're not allowed to. Okay, yeah.
It's all just slurs. It's just slurs. It's all just the N word for white people.
Nationalism is not a bad word. I mean, they tried to make it that way. Yeah. Okay.
Not going to work.
What is it? What is the other buzzword they use? Buzz term they use? White nationalist. Yeah. I mean,
white supremacist.
Again, nationalism scares them.
I called you a white supremacist, Jeremy.
Like nationalism scares them because literally that's like the antidote to the just super woke neoliberal globalism mindset.
How would you feel if these people who levy these accusations against us were to come on, Zach? Would you not want to talk to them, or would you take it?
I mean, no, I would take it. There's no doubt about that.
I'm just saying, if they talk shit, and I threw out the link, at some point, on this show or some other one, would you?
Yeah, no, I'm not scared. I would talk.
No, they're just gonna call people names.
They're probably just going to porn bomb
and back it up with nothing. Yeah, they're just going to porn bot you and try to get the stream to. It's all about silencing, because if they can remove why are they trying so hard to have that last stream removed after you put it back up? Because they can't control the narrative when the stream is up. Anybody can go look at and take Tom's words in context and in the totality of what he said. And they don't want that. The best thing for them was for that stream to get removed.